Another year of Russia's war against Ukraine has passed. It was the year of struggle for freedom, peaceful life, and happiness for Ukraine. What was the second year of the war like? Where did Ukraine get military victories over the enemy? How did our armor get stronger? And how is it related to Oscar?
The first year was unpredictable. Our Western partners were watching to see if Ukraine will stand.
Ukraine's capital city of Kyiv could fall to Russian forces, which are quickly advancing.
We entered the second year of the war with more support from foreign countries. And although our struggle countries and we still need help to defend the invaders on our land. We have already achieved a lot of thanks of the concern of our partners and our courage. And there are 7 major victories of Ukraine in the second year of the war to provide it.
Goodbye, Russian Navy. Where can you see the ships of the Black Sea Fleet of the Russian Federation? At the bottom of the Black Sea. Let's think together how they ended up there. The Black Sea Fleet is the second most developed fleet of all that Russia has. The first place is occupied by the Northern Fleet because it has nuclear submarines. However, during the full-scale war, the fleet in Russian-occupied Crimea was reduced by at least 20 positions thanks to the Ukrainian military. This year, missiles and naval drones were used to disable the Ivan Kurz reconnaissance ship, 2 large amphibious assault ships, Olenigorsky Gornyak and Minsk, and even a submarine, Rostov-on-Don. The large amphibious assault ships Novocherkassk and Caesar Kunikov were completely sunk. Hello, left bank of Kherson region. The liberation of the right side of Kherson region after 8 months of occupation was a happy event. But this year, another military victory, the armed forces of Ukraine crossed and gained a foothold on the left bank of the Kherson region, which is occupied by the Russians. The bridgehead on the left bank allowed to reduce the shelling of residential areas of Kherson with artillery and is also a kind of preparation for further counterattacks by Ukraine in the south. Tanks, planes, and drones? In September, the first Abrams tanks arrived in Ukraine. In addition, the armed forces received Leopard and Challenger tanks. Also this year, a fighter jet coalition was formed consisting of 14 countries that are ready to train Ukrainian pilots and provide modern combat aircraft to Ukraine. The Maritime Coalition and the International Drone Coalition for Ukraine have been created. This at least guarantees the provision of mine countermeasures ships, high-speed raiding boats, and thousands of FPV drones. The European Dream. During the war, Ukraine received the status of an EU candidate and with it a number of recommendations from the European Union. These included reforming the Constitutional Court, fighting corruption, and other requirements. Ukraine fulfilled all of them. Therefore, in the second year of the war, the European Union began the penultimate stage of this process, negotiations on Ukraine's accession to the EU. In this, we were supported by 27 countries whose representatives have repeatedly visited Ukraine. By the way, be sure to watch our video about the rules of entry to Ukraine. Do I need a visa and passport? Should I get vaccinated or not? Here is everything that everyone who is going to visit Ukraine should know. Grain exports by the Black Sea. This year, Russia withdrew from the grain agreement that ensured the safe export of Ukrainian grain in the Black Sea. In this way, the aggressor country wants to influence Ukraine and the world. Even so, exports through the grain corridor have almost returned to pre-war levels. Due to the defeat of the Russian fleet and improved control over the Black Sea, Ukraine was able to export grain even without the grain deal. No to the Moscow Patriarchate. One of the means of Russian propaganda is the Ukrainian Orthodox Church of the Moscow Patriarchate. Its representatives in Ukraine call on believers to support the Russian peace and justify Russia's armed aggression. Therefore, Ukrainian MPs passed a bill to ban the activities of religious communities associated with Russia, as this could undermine the sovereignty and security of the state. Also, the court managed to return 79 objects of the Kyiv Pechersk Lavra, which were controlled by representatives of the Moscow Patriarchate in Ukraine, to the state. Cultural victories. Ukrainian songs, cinematography, and theater continue to exist and develop not only in Ukraine but also abroad. Stislav Chernov's documentary 20 Days in Mariupol, which is about the first days of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, received great recognition. The work was shortlisted for the Oscars in 2 categories: Best International Feature Film and Best Feature Documentary. The director also received the prestigious Directors Guild Award for his documentary work.
No matter how difficult it is, Ukraine continues to develop and try to live its best life. Thanks for the Ukrainian armed forces. Most of the country is safe and secure. Thanks to our defenders. Visit Ukraine continue to create the best conditions for traveling through the safe region of Ukraine for both local and foreigner tourists. Traveling in Ukraine is not only about getting to know the rich Ukrainian culture, but also about supporting local businesses and contributing to the development of Ukrainian's economy. You can find all necessary information about traveling in Ukraine on the Visit Ukraine website. Follow the link in the description, choose an interesting tours and explore Ukraine with Visit Ukraine.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with your friends.